All right, time for featured artist. First featured artist of 2019. We're hanging out with Lenny from the Mayan Factor. Thank you for being here. First featured artist of 2019. So that's saying something.
I'm
We've had
honored.
around 150 some featured artists over the past couple of years. So how do you feel about that?
Honored. Thank you so much. I'm not nervous enough.
Yeah. You shake a little bit more. No.
Yeah. No.
So this is the spot where I have you just kind of tell us a little bit about the Mind Factor and the song Hope. We're going to take a check out a snippet of the video, and then we'll come back and get deeper with Dave.
Sure. I mean, the Mind Factor has a long history. I only came into them recently. So Hope is one of our newest ventures. There's so much that we could talk about, but, where we came from, where they came from. But as far as Hope goes, it's a collaboration we did. Everybody goes through their stuff, in life. And we just built this little by little, and it turned into what it did. And it can mean whatever anybody wants. Hope means X amount of things to, but we tried to put a label exactly on it and just kind of what you feel from it. 'Cause that's how we wrote it. We just kind of felt it out. And it means a lot to us because while we were writing it, there were so many things going on individually. So it means a lot to us. And the things we've heard from people who hear it means so much more to us. So can't ask for anything more as a musician when people, give you good feedback on something.
Of course. So we'll check out Hope. Everybody let us know what you think in the comments. And Hope by the Mind Factor. We'll be right back.
I remember the sound, not the words, but the sound of her voice, trembling, trembling, trembling.
So every band has a unique story. I'm sure you guys have seen that with all the featured artist interviews we've done. So this one's, it's about sadness. It's about moving on, and it's about life, really. A lot of parts of life. And I just want to cover one of the big parts of the story that I read in the bio is that lead singer of this band, Ray Schuler, passed away 2011. It's been about 8 years, actually, almost to the day. Let's just touch on this part a bit, Lenny, because, I mean, it doesn't happen that often with bands. So you want to maybe say a few words just around that time, just how kind of dealing with it and then moving on, regrouping, and then starting to make music together again?
Well, sure. I mean, for me, it's a real interesting situation because I met the guys after all that happened and learned the story afterwards as well. We were friends through the music and everything, through different bands. The music community is so tight. Mm-hmm. And the internet would not let the Mind Factor go away. And the guys hit up my brother who was going through managing different things. And they're like, we want to do something maybe with this. And my brother put me in contact with them officially, and I heard Warflower for the first time. I was like, there's no way I could do this. This is crazy stuff, man. This is deep. This is like painful stuff. I don't, you know. And then I started listening to the lyrics and everything. And, you know, my fiance passed away from an overdose. And I was able to kind of listen to Ray's lyrics because he had his, you know, issues. And suddenly I was able to kind of feel it in a different way. And we started jamming together. That's how we first got together, you know, Warflower and a lot of the original songs that Ray wrote. We started playing together. And then eventually we decided, let's do this officially. Let's write new music and keep playing the old music, though. And that's what we've been doing now for the last couple of years. And
man, that's pretty heavy. I mean, were you the next lead singer? Like, was that?
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thought that was it after Ray passed. Nobody really looked to keep, as far as, you know, I'm speaking for everybody. But that was the end of the Mayan Factor. But like I said, I mean, even when I first saw the YouTube hits, I was like, holy crap, these guys, wow. I couldn't believe that. I never heard of them even at that point because I was so involved in music and everything. So I gave it a shot, and we all kind of got along really well. And sometimes the pain brings you together, and we kind of started looking at it as, let's carry it on for Ray. Like, I'm not replacing him by any means, and I don't look like him or sound like him even. So it's just the passion of the music, and I think that's really what it comes down to, that passion. You know? Interesting.
So you still kind of pay homage and play some of the old songs, is that correct? Like when you get big live?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Sweet, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ray is still a part of our practices and our lives. I never even met him though, but I know him through all his people and his music. And I mean, working so many hours on his music, I feel like I know him actually. It's to dive into his lyrics and his guitar melodies. I mean, I had to work really hard to get them.
Yeah, man. Stepping inside the psyche that he held in the past, man. That's pretty cool. So let's get to some more positive stuff. I mean, you talk about what was happening just on social media and stuff. People were just calling out, like they wanted the music and the band to continue. I mean, how long did that go on before you guys decided it's like, all right, let's actually do this. Let's start writing new tunes and then, you know, kind of start doing shows again?
I think after about a year of us, you know, I was traveling at least once or twice a month to Baltimore, and we would rehearse and everything. And after maybe a year, they were like, you know, maybe we should do this. And we all kind of like, yeah, let's do this. And we wrote, you know, a song or two. And every song we wrote got better in terms of the way we worked together. So Hope, I think, even though Whispers and Ascension, we are behind 1,000%, but Hope, we feel like we really are in our zone now. We have where we want to go, and you know, we have a hold on how we work together.
Well, that's cool, man. I mean, thanks for sharing that stuff. I mean, that's, you know, that could be some heavy memories there, but that's cool. I appreciate you sharing. So you said you guys play about once a month right now?
At least we try to play. You know, we're really trying to get more new music out there, you know, but we try to play at least, and we're working with more people right now, trying to get there more on the East Coast. So we're going to move more Midwest and then West too, but probably going back to Mexico in the fall. You know, Mexico City is our place. We love it out there.
Oh, tell me about that, man. I've never seen a band. I've been to Mexico. I've never seen a band there.
Oh goodness. Mexico City loves us, and we love them. It's a beautiful place. I mean, the music scene is a little difficult compared to, if you know where to look, it's a really cool music scene. And if you know who to look for, there's some really cool people out there. And really, did you actually
book a show there before you even traveled there?
Yeah, we played Mexico City twice already in the last year and a half, 2 years.
Huh?
Yeah, and they treat us so well. And they love music. It's great.
Interesting. Joe, do you know anyone who's played in Mexico City, man?
No.
Man, yeah, that's crazy. That's cool to hear. Anyway, like I was telling you before the show, Lenny, I was feeling a little Kings of Leon, just in terms of this like inspirational alt rock type of build up in the song and how it just gets more emotional and the style. I mean, you laugh.
I love that.
You said you've never heard that one time.
Rusted Root.
Yeah, that's another great one, Joe. that's even better in terms of a reference. But I mean, what do you usually hear in terms of feedback for your sound?
I mean, it's mixed. It's so hard, especially at Hope. I mean, that riff is Brian. Brian comes up with these. He's a self-taught guitar player, so he comes up with these interesting riffs. And then we try to evolve from that. We named the song Hope before we even wrote a single lyric to it. It was called Hope based off what his riff sounded like. It sounded like hope to us, you know. And I wrote it about, you know, it was inspired by my mom's process going through ALS, which is a whole nother, you know, those lyrics are all about that awful process. So, you know, the music, it's hard to say what it sounds like. And
yeah, it is sometimes, man. I mean, well, at least say some of your personal influences, you know, as a singer, just and as a musician, who's kind of moved you in your career.
Well, as far as guitar player, Randy Rhoads was always my
Nice.
guitar god,
Yeah.
Randy Rhoads, you know, of course. And as far as vocalist goes, you know, early in the days, I loved Ozzy Osbourne, of course. Jim Morrison ended up becoming a big one for me, though, too. You know, but I'd say Ozzy and Jim were kind of where I sit in somewhere between that realm, I feel.
Nice, man. That'd be cool if they jammed together one time. That'd be cool.
Yeah, right.
All right, man. We got to move on here. Lenny, it was awesome having you on, man. We'll have to have you back. And, you know, anytime you have new music, send it to us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Show rocks. This is really cool. Thank you.